Hey there, I'm Manish Sana from manishatta.com. You would have gone through the tutorial of installing a XAMPP server, and I had promised that I will take you through live session of how to install a web server, that is the XAMPP server. So let's begin and see how a XAMPP server is installed. So I'll take you through the screen where you will actually see how what is the process actually and the steps that are involved in installing a XAMPP server. So I've shared my screen with you, and we'll go to Google browser and we'll type XAMPP, right? So this is where the search engine actually comes and shows the different types of XAMPP. So what we need to select is this Apache Friends. From here, we need to download the XAMPP software. So if you go through this, you'll find that this is what it comes out to be. The screen shows that you have a XAMPP server for Windows of 8.0.28.1.17 and 8.2.4. Then you have for Linux it is XAMPP. For different operating systems actually. So Windows is here, Linux, then for Mac, these are the three XAMPP servers which are available for different operating systems. Since we are doing installation on Windows, so we'll download theirs. We have three versions over here. The latest version is here. So what we'll do is we'll download the latest version, and it is important to download the latest version only. So I'll go and download the XAMPP version over here, and awesome, your download will start automatically in few minutes. So it gives me a pop-up to where I should download. So I have two partitions on my hard disk, that is the C drive and the D drive. So I'll install it on my D drive, right? I already have a XAMPP installer here, but still I'll download it, right? So what I'll do is I'll delete this XAMPP and I'll again download the latest version. So it says still that it is there, so I'll still go ahead and replace it, right? So it is getting downloaded here. You can see on the left hand bottom corner of my laptop screen, and it is getting downloaded. So it will take some time. Let us give some time to download it. So you would have understood in my theoretical on my tutorial session what XAMPP is all about. So it helps us in the backend part of it, and also helps us in creating database in the XAMPP server. So let's wait for the XAMPP software to get downloaded. So it's taking time because there's a might be the data connection is running slow. So it's taking time. Let's wait for it to get downloaded. If you have any queries regarding the theoretical part, I think that will get clarified in this session. You will see the step-by-step process that which I had mentioned in my tutorial. We'll go through the same step-by-step process here, and this will enable you to install XAMPP server on your laptop or on your PC. Depending on which operating system you are using, you can download the XAMPP as I mentioned earlier. So it's almost getting completed now. So it gets completed now. So I've downloaded the XAMPP, and once I've downloaded the XAMPP, what I will do is I'll go back and see where I had actually downloaded in my D drive. So we'll check our D drive, and I go back here to my D drive. I will actually run this program as an administrator, as I mentioned, right click on it, and then I'll run it as an administrator, right? So I'm running it as an administrator. So do you want to allow this app to make changes in your device? I'll say yes. So I make yes. And that's where it is going to stall. So as I had mentioned that you'll get a pop-up of warning. So you just need to click OK on it. And the next screen setup of XAMPP gets opened. I need to click, as mentioned in my tutorial, click on next. And then another pop-up comes up with the setup. I click next on it. So here is the option where it says that it is getting installed on C drive. So as I mentioned on my tutorial, that we should not, I repeat once again, we should not install the XAMPP on a C drive, because if your C drive gets corrupted, format your C drive, then your entire data gets lost, and you need to redo the entire activity from scratch. So let's change the drive. I'll change the drive to D drive. I need to do is I need to create a folder where I can install it. So I do not get any option over here to create a folder over here. So what I'll go back to my D drive, and I'll create here a folder which says XAMPP new, right? So I'll click on this. So the folder has been created. I go back, and then I go back again to C, and then since this I do not get any option of refreshing it, I'll go back to D, and then I'll see is there, does XAMPP new comes? No, it does not. So what I do is I cancel here, and then I come back again from here, and I'll see it's here. XAMPP new is already there. So I click on XAMPP new, right? So this is where it comes, D and XAMPP new, where it will get installed. I click on OK. So this is the place where I'm going to install my XAMPP. So I click next on this. Remember that the language has to be English over here. And then I click on next. And this setup is now ready to begin installing XAMPP on your computer. So I click again on next as said in my tutorial, and it starts installing. So that's how the installation is done, and it takes some time to get installed. Let's wait and watch how it is getting installed. So we are nearing the installation, and it gets installed. So it's still unpacking the files there. So click on next. So it's creating the uninstaller, 75% done, and that's how it comes. And then the finish screen comes. I'll click on finish, and it has got installed. So this screen comes up where I had mentioned in my tutorial that the Apache and MySQL has to be activated. So what I had mentioned that you need to click start to get the Apache operational. So I click on start, and this is the screen which comes, and I need to give access. So you have to click on allow access, and you see the Apache has become green. That is, it is working perfectly all right. So now I have to activate MySQL. So I click on start, and again the same screen pops up where I have to allow access. So I click on allow access, and it's there, have started. So when I go to browser, click on browser, and I click on local host, and I think so this is what I had mentioned in the blue screen, that this is what it will come. And this means that your XAMPP has been installed successfully. In the next tutorial, we'll create database as well as we'll install WordPress on that. Till then, see you. Goodbye. Thank you.